It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.
Hello and welcome back to one of Jenna Custom Toys resin videos. Tonight, Bruce is going to do a what-if situation video. What if you run out of containers to pour a mold in, but you really need to get it done tonight? Let's get started, shall we?
Well, once again, we're back in my shop. Welcome back to my channel, by the way. We're going to do another resin tutorial video. And this is one of those things that's either going to work or it's not going to work. Now, let me tell you what happened to me today. I got an order. The last resin video I did a clear version of this guy here. I called it the how to mold and cast a humanoid figure, a human-shaped figure. I don't remember exactly what I called it. With doing that, and I sold that, and the customer should be very happy. He hasn't received it yet. I got another order for some more today, and I'm like, okay, no big deal. Just going to have to make fresh mold. I use my reusable molding compound, which I'm going to leave a link in the description for how to actually make this guy or a humanoid figure, and how to make the reusable molding compound, which is going to save you a lot of money. But I realized I always use red Solo cups. Now, I realized this about like 9 o'clock tonight, and I'm like, oh, shit. What? Oh, sorry. I get over it, I swear, once in a while. I realize I don't have the red Solo cups that I use to make molds like this. And this is the last mold I used. Now let me show you how funky this is. Now, I even said in the last video that when I tore this mold off of the casting that I wasn't quite worried about saving it to use it twice. Which most of the time I do like to use these 2 or 3 times. At that particular time, I'm like, I was rushing, I was on camera, and you can see I completely destroyed this mold. It's obliterated. I can't use it. So, all right, still no big deal. I'm like, all right, grab a red Solo cup. I'll throw this in the microwave, make myself a brand new mold. I'll get a casting sitting overnight, and the customer will be happy. Then I went and I realized I didn't have any red Solo cups. So I'm like, okay, what else can I do? So let me put this in here because we're going to reheat this. Now, I'm going to go through this quickly. If you want to see how to actually mold and cast, you'll have to check out the video in the description because I'm not going to be redundant about it and make a long video. I'm like, okay, what do I have? I had some Tupperware. I'm like, nah, that's not going to work. And then I realized my favorite snack, my favorite fat guy food is Pringles. And I have all these little snack things laying around. I usually use them to hold pencils and stuff in my shop. But I wonder if that would work to make a mold with my reusable resin, or I'm sorry, my reusable molding compound. Now, I've used this for like Umu 30 before, no problem, but my resin heats up, and this is kind of a cardboard container. I'm wondering if it's going to melt, and since I have to do this tonight, I figured let's videotape it real quick. So let's make a mold out of this and see what happens with the reusable molding compound. All right, I've already gotten the figure vented. I explained that in the last video too, link in the description. So all I'm going to do is I've cleaned this out as best I could. I'm going to get my low temperature hot glue, put it on the bottoms of his feet. I'm going to give him a little extra amount because I want it to stick really good. I don't know if it's going to stick. There might be potato chip oil in there. I'm going to put it at the bottom in the center. Sorry, I have to see this. And put him in the center, and I'm going to let him sit there for a minute or so to dry. While he's drying, I'm going to go throw my reusable molding compound in the microwave for 2 minutes, just like last time. 2 minutes later. So here's my molding compound. I've had it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and as you can see, it's molten. It's very hot, though. And like I said, I'm trying not to be redundant from the last video. I need to let this cool down for a little bit. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. There's a big block in there. I'm going to let it cool down for a little bit because I'm afraid the heat is just basically going to make us fall apart. I've never done this before. So I'm hoping it works because I'd like to get this poured for the customer tonight. It's going to take at least 2 hours in the refrigerator to completely solidify. It's another mistake I made last time. I took it out of the refrigerator too early. And it still worked, but I had to do a lot of dremeling and a lot of retooling to make the figures come out nice. I'd rather not do that. Plus, this, if I do it right, then I'll get the better details, and it's going to make the person much more happy. So I'm going to let this sit and we'll skip through it. I'll let this sit for about 5 minutes. But normally with this stuff, I always use the red Solo cups, and that's what I've done in all my videos. I think most of my molds, regardless whether it's Umu 30 or this stuff, is always a red Solo cup. Just the habit I got into. I'll make a few boxes here and there for the molds that aren't, that won't fit in a red Solo cup, of course. But I'm so used to the red Solo cups, and I'm like, it's too late to go to the store, so I'm going to take a chance on this. I'm also wondering, I need to figure out what to put this in. I can't just leave it sit on my table, because what if it does fall apart and this molten molding compound just goes all over my desk? So I have a plastic container here we're going to set it in. I think that'll contain the spill. I'm a little anxious. I don't know if this is going to work. That's why I'm videoing. I thought it might be interesting, pass or fail. I do leave my mistakes in the videos, so. All right, I'm going to let this sit for a few more minutes to let it cool down where I'm comfortable. I don't think it's going to melt the container. We'll see. You'll know in like 2 seconds. My God, this guy takes more breaks than a Walmart cashier. Okay, I think we're ready to go. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes. It has cooled down considerably, and I'm touching the sides. I figure if it's not burning my hand, it should be okay. All right, like I said, let's get that plastic container, because this is either going to be really bad or it's going to work. I mean, there's no in between about it. It's going to make a huge, and I'm still going to put it up if I make a huge mess. I don't care, just so I can teach you guys and we can learn together, because that's what this is about. As Yoda said, there is no try, only do. Or something like that. I don't know. That's a bad voice. All right. Let's pour it in there and see what we got. Cross your fingers, boys and girls. Here we go. Filling up the mold. Filling up the mold. Don't see any leakage yet. Don't see any leakage. It's full. It's full. It's not coming out the bottom. That's what I was saying, because there's a seal at the bottom. It's got a metal bottom and cardboard sides. So far, so good. Well, the next step is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And when we come back, we're going to take it out when it's solid and see if we can remove it and see what we got.
120 seconds later. That's 2 hours.
Okay, it has been about 2.5 hours later. And I'm kind of anxious to see what happens. So let's get it out of the refrigerator and see what we got. Well, it's nice and solid, and it didn't leak. That's kind of cool. I think it's hard enough to cut into, not like the last time I was in a rush. It actually worked last time, but it was not the easiest thing to demold. Let's cut it open. That's going to be the telltale sign. If we get a good mold out of it, I know it's going to work. So I'm just going to cut down the side here with my trusty razor, being careful not to cut into the mold too much. I'm pretty sure it's inevitable with what I'm trying to do. Good thing about it, this didn't leak anything into the plastic container or into the refrigerator. So past that point, I don't have to worry about messing up my fridge. Oh, okay, it's peeling off nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It didn't stick at all. Oh, I'm starting to get like happy now. Look at that. The cardboard didn't stick to the compound. This is just like opening up an Umu 30 mold now. Oh, little stuck at the bottom. All right, let's get the cardboard off. Slow down, Bruce. Slow down. Half the mistakes I make are when I just get anxious and go too fast. So we're going to slow down. I got the cardboard off. Cardboard's not sticky. It's not saturated. It didn't melt. It didn't ruin the side of my mold. Throw this away. I got to get the bottom off. That's where the tootsies live. Oh, it's a little. Oh, there it goes. Hey guys, guess what? Take the hot glue off the feet. I'm not going to cut this on this video either. Like I said, links in the description how I actually make one of these. This will all be the same principle, so it'll be redundant. But there it is. Don't worry about the air bubbles. That doesn't hurt nothing. The mold's actually going to sit like that when we make it. I think this is actually going to work. I think it's going to work just fine. It looks like a regular mold too. I think it's going to work just fine. See, no risk, no reward. Oh, like I said, I'll put the links in the description how to make this reusable molding compound. And now we know we can put it in a Pringles container. I was worried. I know not to use styrofoam. Don't ever use styrofoam. Don't do it. But we're good with the red Solo cups. You run out of red Solo cups. Yeah, luckily I'm a fat guy and I like potato chips. I was able to make this and I'm going to get my work done tonight. I'm just so happy that this is going to come out. Okay, guys, I don't know what else to say. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I hope it helps you guys. You might fall into the same situation, or maybe you got a bunch of Pringles cans laying around and now you know what to do with them. Saves you some more money, doesn't it? All right. Happy holiday hobbyisting and happy Halloween. Still psyched for Halloween. I will catch you in my next video. If there's something you want to learn, something you want to, if I know, I will try to teach you my way. My way's not always the best. I'm no expert. I just have fun with it. I'm just really happy that this actually worked tonight. So I'll catch you later. Bye. Oh yeah, here comes the weird AI chick.
Well, that actually worked out well for him. Hopefully, this video will help others who enjoy the craft. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Coming up soon, Bruce is going to let someone give me a proper name. See you next time, bitches.
It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.